What is that?
Huh?
What are they playing for?
Pride. Honor.
You sure it's not out of spite?
Spite.
Ruining someone else's day?
Ruining someone else's day.
MMR?
No MMR. It's not here.
Unlucky.
Unlucky.
I agree, man. Dota used to be a sport of the common man. In the gutter. In the fire.
I don't think anybody who played Dota was common, but...
Had common minds, Austin.
Heroic.
3 runes and a deny.
3 runes and save denies the 4th. Uh-huh. How'd that happen?
Moral victory.
Moral victory, okay.
What a wild draft. Like, they agreed to pick every summons hero in the meta. Furion, Brood, Beastmaster.
Oh, we almost got him.
Terrorblade.
That would have been kind of sick if Schofield managed to stop that TP.
There's a lot of ghost shove in this game. No doubt about it. A lot of map control going to be played for. And someone's probably going to get griefed really early on.
Yeah? Any bets on who that's going to be?
I don't know. They did end up lane swapping and putting the Beast mid. I think that was a big step of it. No way you want to lane mid Furion against mid Brood. That sounds completely miserable.
Okay.
And it ends up being Miro in the safe lane. I don't think I've ever seen this lane setup from BetBoom team in the history of their squad. But they have been forced into it. They had no choice. Downside for GPK is Furion versus Terrorblade. Generally not that good of a matchup for the Furion either. The Abaddon should freefarm, though.
They did have a little bit of a choice. We saw 33 was willing to play the Abaddon versus Terrorblade matchup. He just didn't level up his passive.
Yeah,
so if you're willing to not level up your passive, you can play the lane.
I think if you play... I don't know. 33 can get away with a lot of stuff, but generally you're picking this hero for the passive. So if you're not skilling it, I feel like it's just a massive concession. You're losing a lot of the purpose of the hero.
Sure.
If you're winning the draft elsewhere and then you can just play the heal Abaddon and get away with it, sure, but is this that type of game for a BetBoom team? I don't think it is. I think they need this Abaddon to be a force, not a heal bot. You're taking it to analog early.
Yeah, seems
dominating
to be doing very well for himself. 13-4 and has kicked analog back to the tier 2.
Yeah, he's owning this. Double range creep on the tower, gonna die out of XP range. Analog in big trouble.
I'm not sure if I've ever seen Broodmother versus Beastmaster lane matchup ever before, but now I know it goes terrible for Brood.
Did he just not buy enough regen here? Didn't manage to dodge some of the axe hits?
I mean, he did
get forced off this early.
He did all in on armor, right? Wraithband, Ring of Protection, and then he's just getting hit by magic damage dealing axes over and over again.
Yeah, he itemized for the Furion mid.
Yeah.
Did not get it, so his early itemization hurt him a lot here. Big win for Pure.
Well, at least Heroic still managed to get first blood. Looks like Disruption, Metamorphosis set him up for a kill on the Lion.
This BetBoom draft is a little wacky, though. I think it's another time we've seen this Furion Silencer combination. I don't know why we keep seeing this specific combination, because I don't think these heroes have much synergy. Other than Furion can take towers and Silencer can help the team fight for him a little bit. He doesn't want to buy BKB. But honestly, these heroes don't go well together at all. We've seen this combination a lot. Yeah, you have double global ulti, but... So I'm worried about the execution level for this BetBoom squad. They can actually win the team fights versus eventually what becomes a lot of team fight power in Shadow Demon Magnus.
Man, I was just thinking about it. If there's one lane I want to play Silencer, Abaddon is not a bad carry to play with. You could just get super aggro knowing that your carry can bail you out with that Aphonic Shield.
That definitely helps.
That sounds pretty sick. You hit him with Glaives of Wisdom over and over again. They try and fight back. You get a shield.
What is happening mid?
Really bad.
Okay, they're just going to TP both supports.
Disruption, Schofield, can he get the split earth? He has to hit him with the blood grenade to slow him down. Body blocking required, lightning, and no split earth required. They do get the kill. It costs them both their supports, and Whisper actually still gets an opening by himself. Now, if he had a support, they might have been able to get a kill off of that, but still, a bit of pressure on BetBoom in a 1v2.
Had to do something to bail this Brood out. I mean, Analog was just getting absolutely destroyed. Not having fun in this matchup. You get to 6, you can at least go jungle, but he was just getting completely zoned.
What is he going to do now that Pierre's back, though, and he is still a ways away from level 6?
He has to just keep either buying regen, so you can regen up between these axe hits, or dodge a couple of them, like web over cliffs or trees, something. Just don't let him build the stacks up. And I think you could survive the lane. Getting forced out of XP range is worst case scenario. So if you can just play tree lines or cliff lines.
I mean, he hasn't even bought a stick.
Yeah, it's also hurting him quite a bit. Like, he went for all these stat trade farming items, or fighting items, but you can't use them in this matchup.
No.
Like, he has an Orb of Frost. It's just not doing anything in this matchup. Maybe it'll do something later, but for now, it's irrelevant.
Feels like one of those sort of things where he's just kind of defaulting almost the item-wise. Miro. He was okay. Maybe he's still under threat. Disruption, Split Earth.
Classic.
That is a classic combination. Shockwave pullback with the lightning slowing him down. They've got the Shadow Poison hit. So heroic. They say our lanes kind of suck. Let's just run 2 supports around the map as much as possible, see if we can get kills.
I mean, this is the oldest dual roaming support duo in the history of the game, pretty much.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's crazy how it always comes back, no matter what.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Like Bane Mirana.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And you did skill the passive on these Abaddon, so all these disruptions are a bit more lethal. Oh, cut to home.
Oh, it's kind of messed up. I remember when Shadow Demon was a new hero. Katomi,
yeah, well,
Bodic Shield, really old.
Too old.
What does that mean?
I'll let you figure that out.
Oh, no.
Well, Pierre got his tower mid, as Heroic got their tower bottom.
Dire are scanning.
Maybe some recovery time for Analog now? They left alone a little bit?
I mean, he is about to hit that 6, and then from here... I mean, even if he gets the spiders, does he really want to stay mid? I almost feel like he wants to jungle. Rotate to bottom, right?
No, I think
take over that jungle area.
Just farmed it. I think you just farm. Farm till you're ready to take some fights or skirmish a bit. Whatever that early item looks like for you, and stacks are being cleared by Whisper right now.
Save's going to find KJ with Pure on the way.
Oh yeah, easy kill.
GPK will lend a helping hand, so there is no other spells required.
Extra XP on this Fury is super nice since he had to go into the dual lane instead of the solo lane. Pure, the beneficiary of all that solo XP and the stacks. Man, this beast is going to be mega pumped.
If he gets like a super fast Aghanim Scepter, can they even touch him?
Not really.
Soul Ring amp damage for Broodmother to go hit some more neutrals.
You can always just all-in RP him, though. Like, you can just blink RP, skewer him into the team. There's a global to try and bail him out, but that's about it.
Whisper is trying to sneak up on them right now. Gets close range. Skewer threatening an RP. Couldn't put the Beastmaster and Silencer together. Leaves Schofield to try and get that Silencer kill, which he does land the Split Earth to do so.
Missing the ults on these supports right now. Not that they should have them, but makes it a lot easier for Whisper to just go into these fights and be aggressive. And once more, Heroic putting attention into the Broodmother to try and get Analog back in this game after the bad matchup. Put some pressure on this tower with the Spiderlings and try and even out this lead. Yeah, Pierre's ahead, but you still have a kind of an awkward core trio in terms of how do you sync up these 3 cores in a fight? And you're going to lose your tier 1. Yeah, there's a lot of summons action in this game. This is a disgusting zoo game.
Yeah. And BetBoom They're going to be heavily reliant on Beastmaster to deal with those summons early on. At some point in time, itemization, BetBoom can deal with it on their other cores perhaps, but for now, it's all up to Pure.
You know, one of my questions about this group stage is I feel like we've seen a lot of very early pick of Abaddon, and then he ends up being these games that are just terrible Abaddon games.
Okay.
And the hero is kind of useless.
Yeah.
And he does nothing.
Uh-huh.
And then the teams just keep picking him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really confusing. Like, I'm missing something about it, you know? And I feel like this is another game where I don't... Like, what is Miro supposed to do in this game other than he's just going to go Midas, farm up, and hope his other two cores can carry the game with him just providing some utility support? Because he's not running at anybody. He's not going to have a super fast-paced tempo game that we've seen some of these Abaddons have. He has some really bad matchups in this game. There's double reflection to play against. There's demonic purge to play against. There's a skewer displacement spell to play against. There's a summons hero in the Brood that you don't do anything to the summons on.
Okay, but it's a
Like,
over
why is this
50%
hero?
win rate hero.
Yeah, but I just... So I get why people are picking him. I don't understand the first pick of Abaddons that we saw so much throughout this group. Right? Okay. Why is the priority so high on him?
Ancient stack going to be interrupted. Pure gets the roar on Schofield. Not one of the cores, but if he takes the Ancient stack away from Heroic, this could feel very nice. Nature's Wrath is going to help him get through some of this.
Very confident with this haste rune. There's a demonic purge, but unable to get in range. He wants the stack. He wants the juicy stack.
Keeps pulling him back in with the axes. Heroic. Need to get in here to do something about this.
This is pretty greedy. He's going to get away with it. I mean, that's tough to invade that triangle against mid-Brood like that. Normally, this is where Brood can dominate that fight with the cliff walking, early summons going in. You backstab a support running up that little stairwell. Easy fight. Heroic just unprepared. And he'll go into more stacks. My God, this man.
Doesn't matter which side of the map he's on. He is going to farm stacks.
Stacks on stacks on stacks. It's all that's on Pure's mind right now. It says, just leave me alone. But Heroic do not want to leave him alone. Blink ready on Whisper. They said, you took our stacks. We're going to take yours. How do you like it, punk?
Seems like BetBoom have made the read of the situation and successfully dodge. Oh, what a hex from Save.
See you later.
Ruining Whisper's life.
Yeah, give him the voice line.
Miro's going to charge in. Holds on to his ultimate. Okay, now levels it up. I mean, Pure has his roar back up into play. He had his Aghanim Scepter. I feel like he would probably just charge in, but
Ancient's getting stolen right now. Yeah. Get something off this meta. Pure not happy about that one. The Stack King.
It's like, where are the other stacks? Point them to me. 350 gold from the Aghanim Scepter.
It's a big win for BetBoom team, though, that they're able to dodge this smoke blink initiation. This was super clutch by Save. That's likely a two-man RP into an easy teamfight win for Heroic. Did not have the global available. It gets a lot harder now because Katsuyomi can just hold this for all these mag initiations. Even if you land the RP, you global him, he can't get the skewer out. You can turn that fight. This is a tough Magnus game versus these two supports. These are the two heroes that Whisper's really going to have to think about a lot. Global Silence when it's up, and this line with the Insta-Hex.
I mean, also the Abaddon, right? You RP the Abaddon, he might just borrow time and then Aphotic Shield.
I just don't think you care about Abaddon. Like, I don't think you're going to try and RP an Abaddon. You might skewer him into your team. You might skewer someone else away from the Abaddon, but I don't think Miro is a top priority for Heroic in these fights. I think they're just looking at getting Pure off the map and dealing with the supports.
I guess I mean so that he's going to be in the same area that Pure is.
Potentially.
Right.
If he goes like Blink or something, yeah. If he just continues to build this scaling build, his positioning is a lot more limited.
Slowing him down, trying to fight for the Wisdom Shrine. Nature's Wrath going out, doing some damage. Miro is able to fight for it with his borrowed time. He's just going to push forward. Roar had to be used on Schofield, trying to poke at him from a distance. Now Whisper gets the RP.
Oh, my.
Oh, God, this is a
Literally.
3-man RP. Maybe you
Doesn't
should have
matter.
just let him have the 2-man earlier, because Whisper strikes back with vengeance.
They're so clumped. Why are they so clumped?
It almost felt like they were playing it slow, too, with the way they kind of like poked at Schofield and were like backing away. It was almost like they were making the call, like, guys, don't overcommit.
I mean, they had both support ultimates and never got either off. Just a bad team fight from BetBoom team. They did get both Wisdom Shrines,
Radiant's top
so that's some consolation here.
Yeah, that's something.
There's just no way you can clump this much. And this is what I'm talking about with the Abaddon in this game. What is Miro doing in this game? He's just irrelevant in the fights, I think.
What a read from Whisper.
I like the Sprout attempt to like spread him back out.
Yeah. Hold him back.
It's like, don't worry, guys. I sprouted the Magnus.
And Smoke to the other side of the map. Heroic playing pretty fast here. And are going to be rewarded with the pickoff on GPK.
They got him easy. Every skewer is going to be a kill in this game. No real counterplay from this BetBoom team lineup.
That'll be a pretty nice illusion to have if you're on one.
There's some decent illusions to get.
I mean, watching it hit the screen is pretty pitiful, though.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Okay, maybe not.
Not its finest moment.
Dire's structures are fortified.
They're going to get the Tormentor off that, though. Nice little move to this portion of the map. Rewarded with a Leshrac Shard. That's a pretty solid one to get here, actually.
You think so?
I don't think it's that good right now, but it's one of those that'll be really good in 10 minutes.
Okay.
And not having to buy it is nice for Schofield because now he can get a faster Glimmer, faster Force Staff, whatever he wants.
Dire's
They got the
top
other
tower
one.
has fallen.
KJ, he could have gotten Demonic Cleanse, and then there's that interesting interaction where, like, maybe he cleanses himself in a potential global silence, you know, preempting situation.
Cleanse the
or
Magnus.
He cleanses the Magnus, so he can
Yeah.
always...
Dire's top
It's a very
tower is
tough one to
under
read
attack.
exactly.
Radiant's
doable, though.
bottom tower is under attack.
Glimmer Cape being built for Schofield, while the 4 position BetBoom save is going Blink Dagger. Glimmer for Kataomi, Glimmer on KJ. KJ's the first one to complete it, actually. Here almost has his Blink Dagger, so initiation about to jump up here for BetBoom, who are kind of lacking it when they have a 1/3 Abaddon.
Roche? No? You dancing in the pit. Trying to get active with this Terrorblade. Normally you don't find anything here. You go for an objective or just straight back to farming, but they really want to get aggressive right now. Realize that BetBoom do not have a huge amount of team fight available to them. You know, find Kataomi. Free
That's
pickoff.
something.
There's a lot of time committed from the Terrorblade for that move, but I guess it works out.
Dire
Yeah, maybe they could turn it into a tier 2 if they go back, catch the creep wave.
Schofield on the run.
King Jungle's going to run to Miro here. While Schofield's...
Doing Schofield things.
Yeah, he was really aggressively pushing in bottom. I have to imagine he knew this was
Oh, yeah.
a likelihood.
Just going to hit the tier 2 top, though.
Radiant's top tower
Power Terrorblade. This is a lot of damage. Tower's just done.
Whisper, he wants to get Miro. Doesn't jump. I don't know if he's afraid of
They're
the...
actually going into this high ground. Blink on Pure, giving him the confidence. Pure here,
Threat
depending on the
initiation.
jump.
He goes for King Jungles. Now the meta. Oh, nice stun there. Lion with the great stun, stopping Yuma's impact entirely. And he quickly gets blown up. Save still trying to deal with the spiders, but they clear him out just in time. Save is kept alive by an Essence Ring and his friends.
That's what the team fight should look for BetBoom. Get an initiation. Blink on Pure is huge there. And that consistent initiation gives you easy global setups. No Sunder for the Terrorblade. No rebuttal from the Magnus. And you get to start on the Shadow Demon. So no Glimmer Cape to come out. No Disruption save. You would have been globaled anyway. High ground wards doing work. They don't deward this Dire Obs on that hill, though. Kind of interesting.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like you would always check that there. That's a big obs to leave up. Something Heroic can smoke back to here.
Net worth even, despite the fact that BetBoom have the top 2 cores in the game, GPK and Pure are extremely farmed in this game. But Miro and the supports, they're the ones who are struggling.
Yeah, BKB done on Whisper gives you a lot more offensive potential here.
Dire's top tower is under
We'll see how conservative he is with the use of the BKB. Don't want to get caught in another situation where you fish for the RP and get hit by a Hex.
I'm just going to force Roche. Feels like BetBoom are giving them a lot of space. Yeah, why not just use it to go into some easy objectives here? No way they're contesting this.
This is where the Leshrac shard pays off. Oh no, it's moving! Daytime switch over. They're still going to be able to kill it. Not a problem.
And shield rune as well.
Oh, we denied it! Oh,
Wait,
Analog, what have you done?
Why?
Oh no, brother.
How?
How did you do this?
That's where you blame someone else. Real quick. Like it was Schofield, man.
I mean, it's a good thing this match, they're already eliminated. Otherwise.
Maybe that's why he denied it. Like, we don't need it to beat you. I want to inflict maximum mental damage. Well, that certainly changes a lot. Did all that for nothing.
Shrine's going to be split again. BetBoom.
Radiant are scanning.
They are doing a bit of ratting. Heroic is
Dire's middle
struggling to
tower is
keep
under
up
attack.
with GPK's constant pushing in of the waves between Wrath of Nature and Treants running it down.
They do get both those Wisdom Shrines. Interesting they've been split, though. Previous two both went to BetBoom. These two both go to Heroic.
Nice pick here on Miro. He's got borrowed time, but don't think that's saving you. Meanwhile, King Jungle's, one of the supports on Heroic has to die in these situations. Demonic Cleanse. Glimmer in 2. Maybe he actually lives here. Glimmer. Oh, the heal goes off and he glimmers away.
This is just sad right now for BetBoom. Oh, they have another blink on
Radiant's
save.
courier has been killed.
Could catch him here. He's getting his blink canceled from the poison.
Ah,
Oh,
good
man.
poison. Good poison.
Super well played by KJ.
That was sick.
Pure.
Okay. He doesn't get out, though. Global Silence being used there.
Not enough.
This is not enough. He uses BKB, they use Global Silence, and they still lose the kill.
I mean, you either got to pop it really early there or not at all. That's the worst case scenario. You pop it, doesn't even do anything. Now Heroic have a big opening meta still up for half the duration. They can push.
Radiant's
And they got that
middle tower
Beastmaster
is under
illusion.
attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Not as good as it used to be, but still some extra DPS.
It doesn't give you auras, right? So,
Yeah.
right?
No, there's no aura off of it,
Okay.
but it looks cool.
Now, they are going to come in from behind here as the meta fades. BetBoom give up the tower for the positioning of a potentially really good team fight.
This is
GPK teleporting in on King Jungles right now. Missed
that
the
was
Sprout.
the most unnecessary TP of all time, I think. I think he could have just walked there, but we'll allow it.
Well, they missed their initiation. So there goes that. Whisper's going to work on a Lincoln, so he maybe doesn't have to use BKB preemptively when he blinks in.
Defensive items rolling in for Heroic right now. Generally
Dire's
strong
middle
versus
tower is under attack.
Silencer. All these extra dispels, BKBs, Glimmer Capes. It's going to be a lot to get through here. And at some point, this Furion has to come online, man. Like, it's been a very quiet game for GPK. He's very farmed. But I don't think he's really accomplished much in terms of killing anything on the map or having massive teamfight impact. He is strong right now. Highest net worth core in the game. get on top of this Terrorblade during a global silence, just pour the Mjolnir damage into him. Can absolutely die in that silence duration. You don't have the Manta up, or there's not any fast dispel. Schofield doing Schofield things.
Okay, yeah. Sentry, Ward Sentry combination. How is Schofield so tanky, man? Holy crap.
Yeah, he's not going to get the... He didn't get the finger charge.
I'm still a little bit befuddled how he was so tanky.
Brawny Essence Ring.
Brawny Essence Ring, Glimmer Cape, Bracer. I mean, I guess so. Puts him up to 1900 HP plus the Essence Ring buff.
Dire's top tower
He's a
has
big
fallen.
boy.
That's wow.
That's Blink, or yeah, they're going to smoke with the Blink on the Lion plus Blink on the Beast. You have two sources of initiation. Will be an Ags buildup from Miro to try and help that team fight.
Are scanning.
And more importantly, you have Global Silence available. So if you can start the fight with the Lion or the Beast
Are scanning.
and just immediately global, it's still pretty strong here.
Yeah, but they're being ratted as well.
Yeah,
You've got these TB illusions pushing in, perhaps spiders, but then KJ is paired up with the illusions, getting his own disruption illusions to push in as well.
Oh, there's just so much wave shove in this game. It's absurd. Both teams have a lot. If you're BetBoom, you have to kind of let GPK clean up the trash here while you make moves. I'll just call it quits on that smoke. That was the BKB on Pure that he wants to get used in this early mid game, I think.
Now Heroic
It's really
is
strong.
got a 3-man smoke to the corner. The Leshrac could go through the gate. The Mag is going to join them on the outpost. KJ gives him the smoke. Down they go to the Tormentor contest. They're going to be too late to stop the Tormentor from being taken,
They've
but
almost died.
there are going to be some low HP heroes here. They know all of BetBoom is in this corner. They're going to try and get them while they back off. BetBoom's staying up on this high ground, though.
This fight is doable for Rogue. They have so many.
Oh, now they're going to mass
things
TP out, and they see some of these heroes with the skewer. Oh, he got there just barely in the nick of time. So they'll get one from it.
Sad, painful death at the hand of a billion illusions. There's
Just
so many illusions.
Illusions, oh my god.
And that's the thing, there's no illusion clear in this BetBoom team lineup. Lion ain't pulling that weight no more.
Warriors of the wood.
These illusions can definitely add up in the fight. Your best clear is axes? And like the Shivas when it comes out on Pure? That's kind of it. That's your only AoE.
Yeah, I mean, you have Mjolnir, I guess. Mjolnir active.
Mjolnir?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's pretty weak.
If Mjolnir's your second best AoE, you're in a pickle.
I think Miro should consider, no. I was going to say Radiance, but then I remember these kind of billion illusions being made of him.
I mean, you can go Radiance and just like really quickly toggle it every time they try and reflect you.
Reflection and disruption.
You gotta be really clutch.
That sounds
really good.
like too much.
Well, he's a pro player. He can do it. That's why you get paid the big bucks, Austin.
I suppose that is true.
They can just skewer him here.
Whisper's trying. It's a little far, but he does manage to get him with the shockwave pull back into the skewer. There goes the borrowed time, but he's demonic purged. Now he's disrupted.
Definitely are
now
not reacting.
he faces himself.
Are you just giving up a lane? Yuma's gonna siege this.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Pure really wants the Shivas.
You get the Shadow Servant have a bad illusion as well. This thing's strong.
Pure's going to TP back, sells his bottle to buy the Shivas, and he's coming in now. But the Rage Barracks is already gone.
Look for that jump global. Try and all in somebody.
Shivas goes out, trying to get some information, doesn't blink for it.
Lost to range racks. Never took the fight. Death by 1,000 illusions here, or what? I mean, Heroic are just not giving him the openings.
Dire's
Still a
middle
1K
tower is
difference.
under attack.
Have you seen
Just fine.
butterfly.
Analog, really?
I mean, I think there's a couple heroes in this game that have to have extremely low hero damage. They've just been pushing out lanes, farming jungle. Oh, little ravage there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is just a low hero damage game. I mean, there haven't been too many big 5-on-5s, but some of these heroes have just been jungling it up for what feels like the entirety of the game.
Yeah. All right, time to play for Roshan, which will be, I don't know, another like 40 seconds or something.
Fight's got to be around Pure's initiation and GPK dealing the DPS. Finished up this butterfly on the Furion. It's a big investment to deal as much damage now as possible. He has to get in the middle of that and start right-clicking some people down.
Scanning.
So another smoke. 5-man smoke from BetBoom here. There's an amp damage in the top river they did not see.
Dire's
And
middle
scan will
tower
hit, so you know where they are, but can you go up this hill? I'm going to try and take the super wide angle.
Yeah. These wide angles are still difficult because of the Broodmother.
Also, your smoke's just running out.
That's true. They got to actually just get up to the side high ground.
They're just going to get scouted on this Watcher. This is incredibly awkward.
Okay, nobody's seen on the Watcher.
I don't think Heroic are going back there, honestly.
Yeah.
I think they're just going to push the lanes in with Terrorblade. They're going to get this amp damage top.
Why? Yeah. Why would they go to this side? Maybe one person goes to like farm, but there's less incentive to go over there with no ancients.
Yeah, there's no Wisdom Shrine spawning. There's
Yep. That's
no objective there.
Another 4 minutes. They check inside the pit with a Treant. Check to see if Heroic have braved the pit. They have not. They have taken over your jungle with the mid lane pushing in.
Yeah, look at this mid lane.
Boom are going to
Huge.
have to do something with the vision of the Treant. They're thinking about it.
is under attack.
Pre-courier, thank you.
You're going to get scouted by these broodlings. This top wave is pushing in. You're going to lose buildings here if you don't make the move.
Radiant's top barracks are
Don't
under
have another smoke either.
GPK can make the defense
guess-
happen, so
Yeah, he can sit there,
Radiant's middle
but then
tower
you are
is
giving
under
Heroic
attack.
an opening to either go and kill him or just smoke look for the initiation with the Magnus.
it would be an interesting idea. Do they have any smokes? I don't see any.
Like, I think that'd be the best play is just
Radiant are
go
scanning.
kill GPK right now.
Yeah.
Just blink, skewer, RPM. He's dead. They're going to continue to hold the Roche.
Whisper's going to use ninja gear to try and fish for an opening here. Pushing up the side. If he breaks on this high ground area, he's immediately going to go up the cliff. Blink, skewer down.
It's a big find.
Very nice. Taking out the primary disabler up. BetBoom. He doesn't even get off the finger.
GPK just going in the middle of everybody.
He does. BKB goes out from Yuma. And he starts putting some damage onto Pure. Pure, meanwhile, going for Schofield, gets RP together. There goes the Aphotic Shield.
GPK's
fake, though.
gone.
Pure's trying to make a run for it. Yuma is chasing after them. He wants a Sunder. He'll have it on Miro, taking out all of BetBoom. The only member to survive, the Silencer, who popped his global and dipped.
That's just such a forced jump. Like, after the Lion goes down, you lose one of your initiation sources. You lose control against the Magnus. You decide to take that 4-on-5 with just TPing the Furion in the middle of everybody and hoping that the jump once the global is long enough for you to get something done. It's just not the case. There's already some Dispels up on the side of Heroic. They're able to deal with this global. The Magnus BKBs. It wears off pretty quickly, and RP on 2 just bails that fight out.
Beautiful read by Whisper.
Yeah, he just got that blind.
He just had the idea. Most people, like, there's going to be somebody, if the smoke breaks, he's going to be on this high ground area. You could just skewer through the whole thing.
This global just does not last long on this Magnus at all with the BKB pop. Disruption comes out. You had a Dispel on the Shadow Demon with the Greaves. You just missed your window in this game, I think, to take fights based on the support duo. And you're not outscaling up here. This is Magnus, Terrorblade, Brood,
Yeah.
Shadow Demon. Like, they're in big trouble now. Maybe Ags on Abaddon bails you out a little bit? Honestly, I do not have a lot of faith here in this Abaddon Ags. I think they can just punch through it.
Yeah, judging by the MKB pickup from Yuma, I'm inclined to agree. Got the 20 talent too, so even more ratting potential here with the illusion staying up longer.
Oh, KJ.
Pick for Pure.
He's
The rest of the
tanky.
team's coming in, though. Global Silence going to be used as the heroes show themselves. Somehow KJ is not dead yet. He's going to demonic cleanse himself
Pure
and makes
is
the
so
run for
screwed.
it. And Pure is slowed down to death by a Scotty.
LOL.
Supports, if you want to know what to buy right now, just
LOL.
Glimmer. Just buy brawny enchantments.
I mean, to be
buy
fair,
essence rings.
This Shadow Demon
Gale
is
guards.
pretty yoked. Like, he has Greaves, Glimmer, Shard, plus Gale Guard,
Oh, yeah.
all on top of each other, plus that level 10 talent gives you 10 strength.
Radiant's
This isn't
top
that squishy of a target.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Well,
Radiant's
does have buyback on the Beast.
Yeah, and he's going to have to use it alongside that Aghanim Scepter for the Abaddon in order to make the hold here.
All right, they want the
Good
Terrorblade.
initiation, trying to all in on Yuma. Lincoln's given over to him. Lotus Orb as well, bouncing back some Vit. RP gets a bunch of heroes, and with the disruption going out, Yuma gets off the
This fight's
thunder,
over.
and the fight is over. The game is done. BetBoom have been thoroughly trounced by Heroic in this mid-game. There is nothing left they can do.
They played this game way too slow in hindsight for what they had to get with their lineup. Yeah, maybe the lanes are really awkward and you're forced in these, difficult laning decisions and matchups that you weren't optimal, but you have Fury on Abaddon Beast. You have to be controlling the tempo with this triangle.
Faster.
This isn't rock, though.
Oh, whatever, Grandpa.
What you say, right?
It's 2025. This is rock now.
Get too old for this.
Just because you don't have any hair to headbang with it.
That's a low blow, and you know it. I don't even care, but
That's why
it's a
it
low
made
blow.
me laugh so hard. The low blows are the funniest. Welcome, everybody, to BetBoom versus Heroic Game 2. Heroic,
30 seconds to
they
battle.
chose a sucker instead of a pumper. Avery, what do you think about that strategic choice?
I have no comment on that one.
Okay.
I think Schofield's going to be doing a little fist action of his own, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Got this big
all right.
Tuskar going to do some walrus punching.
All right.
I kind of believe in that. I don't know. I feel like this Storm has an ultra-free game. But I think Heroic might just win.
You think they just got that
I was just
mojo?
not inspired by that game one for BetBoom. I feel like they're eliminated, they're sad, they're on their way out. They're in the go next mode.
Yeah.
And Heroic, for some reason, are still hungry. So I'm vibing with them a bit more. That's
Hungry, or are they having more fun with it?
yeah, maybe they're having more fun. They seem to be enjoying themselves, KJ threw out that lull last game, that inspired me.
Shards doesn't quite block him out.
So this is
I'm not going to
pure.
blame Schofield for that.
Just pure on his Leshrac. You got to remember, he was the OG carry Leshrac of the last 2 years.
Of the last 2
Dire's
years,
courier
yeah.
Has been killed.
All right. All right. Do you think that's why they picked it?
Dire's
They were
has
just
been
like,
killed.
All right, well, they lost both their couriers, so that's unlucky.
that is. Oh, no. That was a Bat Rider courier.
Yeah, they lost 2 couriers on the 2 side lanes.
Wait, the courier gets the water buff?
Everything does.
Wow.
If you have move speed, you get the buff.
So you always run it down the river if you want to be efficient.
Yep. And you should always do that anyway, so he doesn't get killed in the same place every game. But nobody's figured that out yet, apparently. That's too complicated. Can solve goddamn Ags Lab 100 rooms in like a day, but I can't save this courier from getting killed by my tier 1 8 times in a row.
Oh, listen, Avery, they're only
Impossible.
playing for $1 million, not $25 million.
Oh, I see.
So
Yeah, so if you
can't
throw a
afford
penny,
to spend the extra mental and physical effort.
That's fair. This is an ultra-free Storm Spirit game. I expect GPK to pop off because he is playing into Ice Path and Primal Roar. And that's it.
So we have seen in this situation that teams are willing to itemize for early Orchids. Do you think that's what we're going to see out of Analog here?
I mean, who's going to build an early Orchid?
Analog.
I think you have to go with Diffusal on this hero. I don't really believe in any other build on the Pango, honestly.
Okay.
Diffusal is good for Storm. It's not like you're losing too much there. Other world would be Yules or Atos if you can get anywhere in this lineup, but I think the days of Gleipnir Razor are long gone.
Oh, yeah, that's not a thing.
I think Heroic are just going to have to deal with it. Tank up, play around Snowball save, become beefy, get some Essence Rings, you know? Do it the old-fashioned way. Rely on neutral item arc.
Get as many brawny enchantments as you can.
Exactly.
One of the ways to tank through against Storm Spirit, though, has been having an aura offlaner, but they don't have that in Beastmaster.
It would be nice here, honestly.
It would.
Would Whisper go auras? Is he the kind of player who would go auras?
No.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it.
With other offlaners, maybe. Whisper,
Whisper
I don't
likes
think
to
so.
slay. He always goes in aura like 3rd or 4th, though.
Sure.
Like randomly, you know? That's going to be later in the game. So, yeah, I think the Storm will be an issue. The Abaddon has a lot more purpose this game.
Oh, God, a nice shards on Pure. He's a little stuck here. And Kataomi is not able to out-heal the damage coming in from the tag team. First blood for Whisper.
That's a big pickup. BetBoom were kind of owning all 3 lanes in terms of CS. So you got to get some kills to strike back here, even it out. And anything you can pick up in these double melee off lanes is a huge boom.
And they were winning in CS. I am surprised that bottom lane is winning. Razor versus a melee offlaner?
You can't link into the flame break, though.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
And if you can't link, this hero generally has low base damage. So it's not that hard to sit against him.
Okay.
Early boots on the Abaddon also helps you disjoint. Yeah, not the easiest lane for Yuma to punish. Looking at the water runes, they're trying to deny them out from GPK. This would alleviate a lot of the pressure on this mid lane, and they will accomplish that task. No regen for the Storm. Nice little play.
The trade-off is Yuma takes a bit of damage while his support is gone. Maybe more than just a little bit of damage, a lot of bit of damage. He's doing a lot back to Miro. Ice Path on the edge. The tower shot is not enough, and I think that's the activated Ice Path didn't land.
Yeah, missed him.
That is unfortunate. He only needed 20 damage, so that would have been a kill otherwise.
A lot of damage thrown back into that Abaddon, but 1v2 it's tough for anybody. BetBoom get the better of him. The lane position down on this bottom lane has been really good for BetBoom. They got it back early. There's been no sort of pull action. It's left Yuma in a very vulnerable position high up on this lane where you can just run him down with this bat.
King Jungle is pretty far forward.
Yeah, this is dangerous territory right now.
I thought surely Miro was going to go after him here. Flank break, push back in. Now Miro is closing that gap. Ice Path goes out. You start draining away his damage. Now, it is dangerous to go for the support in a Razor lane. That is something to consider, especially now that Schofield joins in to even things out. The IO is going to try and help out Miro, but blocked out by the shard. Yuma gets the damage to kill the opposing core before he dies. Still, though, a 2-for-1 to the favor of BetBoom.
Both supports will rotate down here in the 3-on-3. But ultimately, it's Save getting everything here. He gets a lot out of these trades. It's going to be a nice little early Batrider game for him. And this Razor is not too happy. Not a hero that likes all this early skirmishing, just sapping all his XP, even if you get some trades out of it. He just wants to be 6 as fast as possible. Not happening for him this game. Ags build it for Whisper, getting a little space.
Fighting for power runes. KJ hits the Ice Path on GPK. The amp damage is going to be picked up by Kataomi. Turns that damage back around. That damage, it's going to help him get the kill on King Jungles. Now, he still dies, but not that bad of a turn there.
Do deny another rune from GPK, in a sense.
Whisper, ooh, that was close call, but he abandons the Lotus.
Good Lotus axe him one more time here. He's got 7 stacks.
Oh, if the axe coming back had hit him. Pure, he does manage to dodge the second hit.
That was lucky. It's just a 50-50. You get him with both or not.
Yeah, that's true.
Depending on which way he ran. Guessed wrong. You're feeling the heat, though. So, Hero's forced into the jungle from BetBoom as Heroic getting the better of him on these little lane trades. That's big for them, especially with this bottom lane going as rough as it did. Looking for the Wisdom Shrines. How greedy will Schofield get?
Brother, there's no way. There ain't no way you're getting that.
See if his ward gets dewarded here. Save not checking it.
You're taking more damage. Oh, that ice path landed. Well, Analog was joining in either way.
Sometimes that's all you need, Austin.
Just the tip.
That you just need the tip.
Yeah.
In a game of pumpers and suckers, that's all you need.
Don't forget Tristers. Schofield. Oh, is he going to be able to block him? The link is broken, and the fight becomes a whole lot harder now. He is set up into a Firefly here. If he can block out Miro and keep that damage off of him, he might be able to survive against Just Save, but Miro is closing that gap. And one swipe is the death of him. Curse of Avernus too strong.
Schofield pulled the old block yourself maneuver there.
Right, yeah.
And that's supposed to implement some confusion into the enemies.
Right, a mental assault on their senses.
But BetBoom, they're immune to it.
Why are they immune to it?
Because they've been confused the whole group stage. That was a bad joke. You shouldn't have laughed. That was me. What's wrong with you, Austin?
Scanning.
It was a sympathy laugh. I just did it so that you didn't sound cringe in front of the audience.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. How did they not get over that cliff?
Oh, that's embarrassing.
I thought surely that shield crash would have gotten him over, but
Save just outplaying kids out here.
it really is.
1-0-4 start. Own the lane. Owning them in the game. Getting rich. Getting fancy.
And that has been traditionally one of the most sure ways that BetBoom wins a game is through Pure and his actions.
Especially on these jump initiators, right? They've gone back to his Siggies, the Lion, the Bat Rider,
Yeah.
for better or worse. How does he always end up playing these two heroes? No matter what the patch is. Like, your new patch, you could play anything. He's still playing Lion and Bat Rider.
If you got it, you got it. I don't know. Crit's trying to make Hoodwink work again.
That's a whole other story. And it didn't work too well, I guess. Gotta adapt to the times. Cannot fall behind in Dota, or Dota leaves you behind.
That is not what I've learned at all from Dota. What I've learned from Dota over the last couple of years is if you're good enough at a hero, you just jam it anyway.
What? Who does that and succeeds?
Well, it was Falcons. Thank you, King Jungles. Yuma says as he TBs away from the 4-man gank on his tower. 10-minute power rune, GPK. Despite 4 heroes showing bottom lane, he has control of the power rune as well.
Nice little sportsmanship going on. I like it.
You'd think he was actually like waving hello.
Yeah, he's like,
to
what's up, my
Schofield.
fellow Dota compatriot?
He wasn't taunting him with the fact that his rotation was futile.
I mean, the trade-off in this early game has been a lot of pressure going into the Razor, which is really good for BetBoom team because his hero's not responded well to it. But a lot of space for Whisper on this Beastmaster. He's kind of cruising through the early stages of this game. He's going to start to ramp up. Can always create some stacks for him. There's a couple little ones waiting. Could be a fast Beastmaster Ags. How impactful is that Ags? I think it's an okay Beast Ags game. I think BetBoom have ways to play around it. Particularly with the Storm and the Bat, jumping him first, setting the fights up that way, drag you into this IOLesh. You're probably not surviving that. At least till you have BKB. Which is a big question in this game. Are BetBoom able to deal with magic resistance in general? Mage Slayer, Pipes, BKBs, Glimmer Capes. They are very magic heavy. Downside of this carry Leshrac.
Still thinking about that pipe pickup, huh?
I do think it comes out somewhere in this lineup for sure.
What about Mage Slayer?
I mean, I wouldn't mind the Mage Slayer Razor this game. It seems really solid.
Yeah.
Maybe you're a bit more dependent on him for DPS.
Another pick off on a support. Schofield will delay his death by 2 seconds.
K picks him up with a Remnant. Galvanized stack. Gets him on the board. You do probably want to see this Storm start to pick up some steam here in the next 5 to 6 minutes or so. been a relatively quiet game so far, but the more fighting there is that the Storm can benefit from, the happier you're going to be.
Unlucky. Heroic missing the power rune spawn 2 times in a row. GPK getting a regen rune, given a Lotus so he can get enough mana to pick up the regen. And with the regen activated,
What a rune.
he's perfectly fine.
Sometimes being lucky is better than being good.
Yeah, that's a quote somewhere. That's on a t-shirt somewhere, for sure.
You know, a wise man once told me, skill is just consistent luck.
Who was the wise man?
That was me. That's my own quote.
You tell yourself that in the mirror every morning?
That's right.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
BetBoom, quite game short, but they're up 4K. Got quite the healthy lead and really can't do much about a Storm Spirit sitting in their jungle.
Nope.
It's taking their creeps right in front of them.
I mean, you can't do anything about this guy. He's invincible in this game.
This guy's
Really
taking
messes
your
up.
camp.
Grand Theft Creep.
Oh, man.
By the way, have you seen how poor KJ is this game?
Yeah, I'm noticing that now.
This man is broke.
Where
Radiant's middle tower
are
is under
his
attack.
boots?
They're coming now.
I was about to say, because he has the net worth to have boots.
I mean, the man has no shoes. He's got nothing. Half his inventory is consumables. He just got brown boots delivered at 13 minutes. He's having a rough one on this Jakiro, I must say.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Whisper doesn't even let him do the stacking. Doesn't even get the shared bit of stacking gold.
And another rune going GPK's way.
I mean, at this point, it seems like Heroic's just giving up on the power runes. Telling GPK he can have them all.
I mean, is this just gonna be a game that BetBoom just get every power rune but do nothing with them? And just farm? Just farming their Lashrak IO and they
Top tower is under attack.
feel like they're gonna win the late game?
I guess.
I mean, there's not a lot for this IO Lesh in the late. Like, if Pure gets 5 or 6 slotted and this IO's behind him with Net, Glimmer, or whatever, you have almost no burst damage.
I mean,
you have to take a long fight versus him. The Razor can shred you with the Refresher territory.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I do feel like Razor is the biggest, baddest man in the late game.
With true slick slots, yes. But the thing is, the pace is not even here. You're never going to get to that territory on the Razor by the time Pure decides to end this
Radiant's
game.
middle tower is
If
under
it's
attack.
just a pure AFK farm fest.
Oh, did you see that? Courier scouting. Pure sent his courier through the gate
Oh, yeah.
to check what was going on in the Tormentor area.
Well, now he knows.
And now he knows that, yeah, Heroic actually smoked up for a gigantic move. Did not catch anything in the process, but at least they got the Tormentor.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Pure will start laying into this tier 1 top. Gotta remember, he did not take that Edict talent, so
Yeah.
he can pressure some buildings in this game. And Blink is online for save on this Batrider. So they're smoked up, get a deep ward. They're looking for anybody who responds to this side of the map. I don't think Heroic have much interest in doing that because they do not want to start giving away chain pickoffs to this Storm Batrider initiation duo. But they're losing out in the farm war by clumping like this.
Radiant's
So they
top
ideally they
tower
have to get some sort of fight going. And they will lose another power rune.
Of course.
What did they do to anger Gabe?
Gabe really just wants us to go to a game 3 for such a pivotal
Dire's middle
match.
tower
That's
is under
probably true,
attack.
yeah. Well, they're a great rune for GPK as well, haste rune.
Blade Mail.
For the Razor matchup.
Radiant are
Okay,
scanning.
yeah. I mean, I could see it. It's just the way he was building up, I thought he was just going to be another right clicker. But it is a very good Blade Mail game. You're not wrong about that.
Save looking for something.
Do you want Whisper though? Okay, he gets punched, roared immediately. GPK, they're actually coming into this with all of this. Dodge the split earth.
Is not great.
The snowball rolling into GPK. GPK does manage to dodge it. Whisper's trying to run away. Shield crash on 2. Bloodstone
2
activated by
seconds.
Pure. He's hearing a lot, and the relocate on out of there, but Analog quick to chase after them. GPK is kind of going to get out of here. He doesn't have the most mana in the world. Actually gets bumped once. Analog, okay, maybe he went too deep, though. His team, not sure if they wanted to follow that up. Another snowball pickup. And gets the other side of that shards.
Okay.
I don't know how that worked, and I almost wonder why it wasn't worse for BetBoom, but...
I mean, it's just so much sustain and heal getting pumped into this Leshrac right now. Mech wand charges, salves on Katayomi just to keep Pure alive. You have a Baden for extra heal as well. And
Now they get the lasso. Snowball pickup again. Oh, with the Ice Path hitting on 3.
Oh, this is a lot of damage.
He gets the other shards again, but they still have the damage. Katayomi does get killed by the axes in the end. Now, borrow time goes out from Miro. Analog was looking at him. But now he realizes he just has to escape. See if he can, though. Split Earth lands, he's dead.
No roar available. Just not much Whisper can do. BetBoom playing too fast here. It's the strength of the ILS. You never have to wait for cooldowns. They're just running at them non-stop. Heroic, not ready for that at all. Just showing Yuma mid. It's an easy target for BetBoom to jump. Almost bailed it out with some nice support play. Damage is already done. And this Lesh is so tanky. It's Bloodstone done, all the heal from the IO. Pure's taken an absurd amount of damage here in the last 2 fights, but none of it matters. Just get sustained back up. And this is where the Abaddon, I think, feels a lot better than last game, because it doesn't really matter if the Abaddon's game is good. He's going to help make the Leshrac's game better. And that's your focal point in the draft anyway. So he has clear purpose no matter what.
Sure.
Last game, you shield healing a Beastmaster or a Furion doesn't really do anything. As Heroic are very pressured to burst this hero down. And they have to commit a lot to do so. Probably Roar plus the full punch tag team. They're going to smoke potentially straight into this duo.
If they ran into Leshrac, it would have been so good, but they go right instead of left.
They get neither of those.
They drop
duos.
double wards, too, in this area and not finding anything immediately. Maybe the Storm will walk up to them?
I mean, remember, you have very limited lockdown. Arcane rune on this Storm as well. He got another power rune. Like, what is happening? This guy is the power god.
Thanos with the Infinity Stones out here.
He's gotten 100% of them, I think. I don't think he's missed a single one. A second smoke from Heroic. I mean, they're all in on this play. This fails there.
It breaks
Very
on Pure.
screwed.
Pure just charges forward. He doesn't give a damn. Now they're going to give him the Aphotic Shield when they feel like it's necessary. Right now it's not.
He
The
linked the
Bloodstone
blade
is
mail.
doing way too much heal. They are barely threatening him at this point in time. Analog, he's got to get out of here, but he gets grabbed by the lasso. I mean, Miro was able to hold on to the Aphotic Shield. Sake was able to hold on to the lasso. Nobody really used much of anything. Whisper was waiting for the Aphotic Shield to use Primal Roar. Never pulled the trigger as a result.
I think that fight's over the second Yuma links the Abaddon. It's just over. You're never going to kill Pure unless you're focusing him. And you just kill yourself on the Abaddon Blade. Reflected so much damage there. It gives Miro the best purpose in the fight. There's just no way, even if you link this Abaddon fully and you're not dying to the Blade Mail, that type of duration fight is going to work out for you. With how much sustain and extra mana and heal Pure has here, it's just going to melt you. Maybe if you have BKB, it's a different story. But we are a long ways away from BKB.
Maybe the idea was he was going to drain the Abaddon while hitting the Leshrac, but yeah, he hit the Abaddon like 3 or 4 times.
I mean, if that was the plan, it wasn't there.
Yeah. And as a result, BetBoom are up 13,000 net worth. Soon to be Yeshiva's on Pure. This man is untouchable. And I noticed nobody is building Vessel.
No anti-healing of any kind. They
No
just have
Mage
to get
Slayer,
the
no Vessel.
Mage Slayer on the Pango.
I mean, he's
Will be
he's
big.
trying to get there.
You need BKB on the Razor at this point. You need BKB on Razor and Beast to take a fight, I think. way too much overwhelming spell damage with the Shivas online. Someone's getting lassoed. You're not bursting the IO because you have very limited backline jump. Abaddon's going to keep these heroes alive too. I mean, this game has spiraled very quickly. That is what Eilish can do as another power rune.
Radiant are scanning.
It's just disgusting, man. Give a spirit every power rune in the game. I feel like it's not possible to lose at that point.
I mean, this game kind of just feels over, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so too. But heroic,
They never GG out.
they never GG out.
I respect that.
He respects that.
I do respect it. This is where you drop another law in the chat.
Love.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
You're just not going to be able to build the damage or survivability fast enough for what Pierre's going to do to you in the next 5 minutes here.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, that man is a pumping.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Scanning.
I don't think I've ever seen a mid get 100% of the power runes in a game. There wasn't like a 10-minute stomp.
Yeah.
None of them have even, I don't think any of them have even gone to other players. I'm pretty sure GBK himself has picked up all of them, right?
Yeah. But the power runes, yeah. There's a 4-minute water runes they took away from
I
him.
don't care about the water runes, man.
You know, I know somebody's saying it in chat.
Radiant are scanning.
Take Roche, get Aegis, and with the Leshrac, he could very easily assault the high ground.
Aegis on this Lesh right now is, that's a game ender. The amount of resources he's going to be able to put into the fight. I would say that GPK is looking for the next power rune, but I have a feeling he's going to get it.
Regeneration for a Storm Spirit.
Dude, what is this? He's gotten so many of the better ones too. He's gotten double arcane, double regen.
I mean, that regen that he got, that was the worst RNG for Heroic.
What is this, dude?
Because they would have gotten the top one most likely, but it ends up being bottom, and a Storm Spirit low on resources gets a regen.
The greatest rune game of GPK's career.
Pure don't give a goddamn hoot. Sees a hero, instantly blinks on them, maybe misses the split earth, but he'll get the kill eventually. And now Lasso pull back on the Jakiro as well. They can expend their resources however they want to. If that means using ultimates on supports, that's fine.
The game was just way too fast. Never got a chance to get to those BKBs. Never got a chance to do anything in this fight. 6 kills, that's all you got. It's all BetBoom gave you. I have a feeling they're not going to get this IO Lesh next game. This looked really strong. Heroic did not have an answer for it.
Heroic was trying to stall until they got their BKBs. They will get their BKBs before the game ends. One on Beast, one on Razor.
Yeah, they got there.
Let's see if they can actually hold with those items. Human TP's back, heals up, and they're ready to go. Jump in on KJ. Pure follows it up. Shiva's running through the Jakiro rather easily.
All right, the pain goes back up. You got to take the fight right now with the BKBs, plus the Rolling Thunder.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Looking for an opening. I don't know what it looks like. Shards? That's not it. If they don't jump soon, Save will make the fight happen for you.
Yeah, he's looking.
He's got Lasso. And I think he's tempted to go after Analog. Schofield just marches forward and punches the Leshrac. Analog hops over to go for the IO. IO gets bumped up to the high ground here. This is an awkward position with the macro fire and the Rolling Thunder. It's doing a nice bit of work. Miro's trying to keep him alive with the shield. It's not good enough. GPK jumps to the backline, goes to the Jakiro. Does manage to execute him while zipping away. Still, though, it's an IO that had buyback. and he will rejoin his compatriots via a relocate.
Radiant's bottom barracks are
Heal him back up.
Radiant's
Keep Pure happy. And
And
another
there's the
lasso.
lasso. GPK. He pulls in analog. Panel's already here. They can sense it. The end is nigh. But Heroic,
Never calls GG off
they never GG out.
until it's over.
Never GG out over. Of
It-
course,
it
the
was
game
over.
is over. The Ancient was just about to explode.
Well, that was a very one-sided affair. They got smashed. I believe the term is dumpstered.
Something about watching Fear Stoneface doing the robot really got me there.
The man has no soul. I'm just gonna say it. Everybody's thinking it, but you know, that's how it goes. The last game of the group stage, Austin.
That's right. No tiebreakers here. The final one before we go to playoffs. And neither of these teams will be seen in the playoffs. So this will be their last moment
But they might see each other at the airport.
in the spotlight.
Oh, yeah.
Aren't most of them playing from home? Well, it looks like BetBoom's on a...
Metaphorically, Austin. Metaphorical.
Right,
Metaphorical,
right.
Of course. I like Heroic's draft, honestly. And I think they've shown they can win with this Sven. I think it's been Yuma's best hero, funnily enough. And they have that Sven-less Shrek combo that worked well for them. The team fight's overwhelming here. I think BetBoom have a considerable advantage in the laning phase, though. I kind of expect them to win 2.5 out of the 3 lanes at least. And they might be able to steamroll that into a really fast Darkseer mid game. A
How...
lot of fighting. I expect a lot of fighting here. A lot of fighting.
What's the half?
Not a lot of farming like last game. A lot of fighting.
I thought you were going to say something else there. What is the half this mid lane? Leshrac versus Lina?
No.
What's the half?
Give you another guess.
Well, okay, I'm focusing on this lane right now. So,
No, this is Lena favorite for sure.
but can't Leshrac kind of do all right? Just
Yeah, he does all
kinda
right, but
spamming
Lena
out the-
wins it, you know?
Okay.
And it's a good Lena matchup in the game. You're a long-range turret hero with a lot of burst damage.
Okay, the
Good
half
match.
lane is the Mars Muerta lane.
Correct, Austin. I think this is a wash. I think it comes down to player execution. But I think I would favor BetBoom slightly. Just because the early poison and the heal from Dazzle's gonna outweigh whatever the Mars can do early. And I think that gives you an extra regen lead, and you can transition that into some lane shove with some pulling. That's how I generally feel about it. But it's more of a wash than anything.
Okay.
I think there's a lot of Mars players out there that are like, of course I'd win this.
Well, Whisper is currently not winning it. Spear back on Pure is not going to save him. First blood goes to the carry of BetBoom, and second blood is not claimed by Schofield. Fact. Oh, yeah, this is 1v2. He's okay with this. The heal goes out. I mean, I guess.
I mean, Ricky's always happy with these early trades because he has all that extra base regen. So he's cruising here.
Radiant's middle tower is
Nice little
under
gold
attack.
injection. And I think bottom lane is also kind of a watch lane depending on how you play it with Darkseer, but I favor the Darkseer Marcy. I think Marcy has been really strong in these early games. And there's a lot of rotation potential. With you can Ion Shell save, you can TP somewhere, instant rebound, pick me up. That's deadly anywhere in this early game. So BetBoom always have that potential up their sleeve.
Poison. It builds up on Schofield. He's got Fairy Fire, though. Katomi does not get baited into trying to chase after him. But yeah, I'm expecting BetBoom to get a kill in that off lane once we get level 2 Ion Shell. Level 2 Ion Shell, put it on both heroes, pick me up on top of somebody. That sounds pretty deadly.
Is there a timing stronger than level 2 Ion Shell?
Can you pin to this new Lotus Pool?
I don't think so.
It didn't look like it. Pure will tick out to the blood grenade.
I think he's actually okay with that. Come back full, get another kill. Do lose the Lotus, but an okay exchange.
Yeah, it's totally fine.
I think you're always happy just getting kills in lane with Ricky because he needs some sort like he would rather be high level in conjunction with a high level offlaner than low level in conjunction with a low level. If that makes sense. He just wants the lane to be inflated because he doesn't jungle as fast.
Okay.
He's not going to extract. So the easier way to think about it is he's not going to extract as much gold and XP from the jungle early on as something like Sven would. So he rather get higher XP and gold off the lane, even at the expense of the offlaner also getting that.
Okay,
because it will push him ahead of the enemy carry at a much better rate than him having to go jungle against a Sven jungle.
Particularly since the offlaner that is getting inflated is also a hero that he generally counters.
Exactly. So as long as BetBoom keep trading kills here and the Ricky benefits from those kills, then they're super happy.
Whisper's feeling the pain, man. The pain. She spears back, but
Oh, he's dead.
he's dead to the poison.
Got left alone and paid the iron price.
He certainly did.
So BetBoom are winning the half lane I gave them, and they're winning mid. And this off lane is going a little worse than I expected, but it's still completely fine. They haven't really gotten any sort of aggressive action with the Marcy. They're just pulling waves down here.
Yeah, they're not trying to fight it in a normal way whatsoever.
I think it's fine. Again, you can just choose how you play these Darkseer lanes, but I do kind of expect them to shell save and TP him somewhere soon. So I think that play is too juicy. If the mid pushes up, if Analog's anywhere close to GPK's hill, he's going to die. And if this lane ever gets near the tower, I think Whisper's going to die.
Sure.
So far, though, these lanes have been pushed in a bit. So it is not giving Safe too many openings on the map.
Oh no, Courier, he does manage to get it.
Has been
Got him.
killed.
Almost didn't get it because of the Marcy.
He also
NA.
has his ward. This is a big D ward here. Level 4 already on this Dazzle. He's a beast. And he's looking to poison Whisper again. Put the dog on a leash and take him for a walk.
Whisper was a big reason why Heroic won their one game in this series.
Radiant are scanning.
Keeping him shut out.
I mean, you can scan him and know he's there, but you're not farming, so he's still accomplishing his task.
Nero had to pop the surge, gets stunned up. Stormhammer dive on through. KJ will get the final bit of damage and burns out the Darkseer. So the safe lane of Heroic doing pretty damn well for themselves. They are winning that lane for sure. Ion Shell and a jump in rebound.
Radiant's
Yeah,
turret
that makes it easy.
has been killed.
GPK's power rune streak
Are
continues.
scanning.
The man just don't stop.
Seriously. I mean, this time around, it's not a spirit hero, so surely he won't have the mobility to get all of them.
I mean, Arcane.
Oi! I can't believe Whisper lived.
I mean, this lane's getting rough for him,
Radiant's
though.
middle
They just gave
tower
up
is
on
under
it.
attack.
Which means you have to put Schofield somewhere on this map, and you don't want to go bottom because you're leeching too much XP out of the Sven. You could take mid and force the Lesh somewhere, but since you didn't get the power rune, that hurts a little bit. This Lesh also just about to hit level 6, but there's no crazy stacks or anything. It's kind of an awkward early game for Heroic in terms of where they put their heroes.
Pat telling me he's going to go for the wisdom, but there's no way as a Dazzle.
He scanned the support coming in to help, so he's not going to suicide for that. And this is the laning lead that I expected from BetBoom. Maybe even a little more, but they're getting most of it here. Really good starts for their cores. Just missing that Marcy connection on some of these other lanes.
Nice pin. Doesn't result in a kill, but decent damage. So you're not going to admit you were wrong about the BetBoom off lane?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Well, what about it?
The Sven is 1,000 net worth up on the Darkseer.
I mean, I think they could have got more out of this lane, honestly. Or if they played it like this, where they pulled waves and kind of stacked Miro, I thought Save would have been able to find 1 or 2 kills on the other ones. And that's the trade-off.
Is it me that's wrong?
No,
it's the players.
I do think they could have got more out of this Marcy.
No, I agree.
Like, the lane positions in the other two were really bad for a long time, which I think
Radiant's
dissuaded him,
middle
but
tower is under attack.
I think there maybe could have been 1 or 2 openings there. Nonetheless, they'll look for another mid swoop now. Another power rune to GPK, I'd like that noted.
Pure joining in. Schofield, he's going to need a good dead shot here to punish BetBoom. They put the damage onto the left track and they get away, but they don't get a kill for it. Heroic do correctly read the situation, I believe. So are they going to read that?
Radiant's
Does he know
middle
that
tower
Pierre's still
is
here?
under
Oh, he knows.
attack. Radiant's
He just doesn't care.
Just doesn't care. He's going to die.
That's the most Schofield play ever.
Do it. You won't.
I dare you, kill me. See what happens.
What are you gonna do? Smoke screen me?
Radiant's middle tower is
Man
under
who gets
attack.
smoke screened?
They are really committing supports to this mid lane. I don't know how efficient
What
it
in
is,
the
but
blazes?
are getting some tower damage.
Miro doing a little bit of pulling of the lanes into neutrals for some extra farm. But it is Mask of Madness, Sven done, and the Ancient Camp has stacked up behind the tower, so he's going to get a lot of farm out of this.
This is super efficient.
Radiant's middle tower is
I
under
mean,
attack.
Yuma's had a lot of space. Been pretty much untouched. Downside of playing Sacrificial on this Darkseer lane, there's no pressure going into the Sven early. Maybe not an easy lane to pressure is a good matchup for the Sven. But nonetheless, he's in a
Dire's
solid
middle
position.
tower is under attack.
Be able to join fights early in this game. Gets a couple more fighting items.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And BetBoom do not have a lot of answers to the Sven in this game. Grave is a really good one to stall out whoever he jumps.
Yeah.
Outside of that, though, kind of has a feeding frenzy. You can just jump stun anybody in this game and pretty much all in him. Very little BKB interrupt,
Dire are
if
scanning.
any. Power Rune?
Okay.
Denied.
It's denied. It still doesn't go.
It's over,
to
Austin.
Analog. The arena a combination is catching two, but Miro somehow on the edge of that. He's going to TP out. Do they have a stun? They don't. Oh,
Radiant's
what?
top tower is under
Okay.
How did they hit an arena A combination and not get any kill?
Yeah, the only kill he got was Dazzle on the top rune. Trying to preserve GPK's streak. He misses a Power Rune, Austin.
He did. Save. Jumping in. Pulling back Analog. Hit him with the LSA. The heals from KJ. They're just not enough this early.
I'm actually sad. He missed a Power Rune. Why are we even playing anymore?
Why did he tip GPK? Or why GPK tipped Yuma?
Because he TP'd in, didn't do anything.
Yeah, but, you know.
It's like, nice TP nerd. Could have been farming.
Well, he's still going to catch the wave that's pushing him.
Structures are fortified.
Is he going to die, though? Bolts are up for the BetBoom supports right now. Denied by
Radiant's
Schofield.
middle tower is being denied.
Schofield has to be one of the most annoying four position players in the world to play against.
I mean, to be fair, that was kind of a layup.
Yeah, but he had to be in that position in the
Radiant's
first
middle
place.
tower is under attack.
Another ancient stack to the Sven as Pure is on the hunt. Wants kills. Doesn't want creeps. He wants your life. Go get it. For Ricky, 2-1 and 3. Not a bad start. Going first item mags?
Radiant's
And he
middle
does
that
have,
farm out.
is
have
under
some
attack.
heroes. I mean, Phoenix has no
Dire's
armor.
top tower is under attack.
2 armor, Phoenix. Mars doesn't have the best. Obviously, his bulwark's probably not going to be useful ever. And the Muerta, there's potential there if he can get him underneath the smoke screen.
I mean,
So
there's
he's
no-
definitely going to have some heroes to feast on.
There's no armor in this lineup except that Warcry. So this Ricky's going to hurt. And I kind of like the Ags first because he had such a good early game.
Fallen.
Just get the Ags up. Guarantee you have a super fast farm rate in this game. You're going to scale really well. You can clear Ancients. Do whatever you want.
Smoke into the triangle, and GPK is going to be caught by the Blink Dagger. The spear doesn't land.
And an ambitious teleport.
A very ambitious teleport. There was about 5 different ways for Heroic to stop that way.
You never know, though. Maybe they miss them all. They miss the spear. It's like, ha, they're tilted.
Radiant are scanning.
You'll never take me alive.
Come to mama.
Well, they didn't want to, so.
What if you could capture heroes alive?
I
That'd
knew
be
you were
cool.
going down that line. What if you had a jail cell
Wait,
in
that
your
was
base?
that was supposed to be Ringmaster.
Radiant
Oh, yeah.
structures are fortified.
He was supposed
Well,
to
that's kinda
lock
sad.
people up.
Yeah, I guess Valve did think of that, and then they probably thought it was too abusive.
Yeah. I mean, it's already abusive enough cliffing people. I mean, that's the effectively just putting them in a jail
Yeah,
cell.
that's true. That's NA jail.
Yeah, Arteezy's still trying to get out. Smoke up from BetBoom, 2-man smoke. Gate to the top lane. But Heroic is definitely not getting aggressive. Looks like they want to go for Shrine. Kill Pure, push forward, go for Shrine. Schofield's here with the silence, though. The calling is well placed, but there's too much of a threat here with the rest of his ultimate. He'll try and TP out. Does so successfully. They will indeed lose the tower and double Shrines.
That's a really nice move from BetBoom. They got a lot off that. Setting this Mars back even further. He's the most susceptible core to being punished right now. Just naked Blink Rush has nothing going for him. They get a tier 1, they get both Wisdom Shrines, and they're going to steal some Ancients here. Super nice move.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
More gold going into Ricky's pocket. This Ags is almost done. I mean, crazy good time on it. It's going to relieve a lot of pressure from BetBoom in terms of having to play this game super fast, because now he can just maintain similar farm rate to the Sven, keep up with him, do a crazy amount of damage.
And there's a world where they can get Basher Riki, Basher Marcy. I don't know, later on it is going to be some hard times for Sven, I think. Early on, I feel like he's got a kind of freebie, but...
Yeah, you just have to be able to take fights before all this later scale comes online for BetBoom. Especially with how behind the Mars is. Whisper really needs some team fights to go his way right now.
Yeah, that was just about to say. This is what the smoke is designed for, to get a team fight, take Tormentor, get this brown boots, blink dagger Mars back into a position where he's a force to be reckoned with. They do not find anybody who will take their Tormentor. I feel like I watched this play in game 1.
Oh, BetBoom just farming. I have no interest in it. Ags on the Ricky's done, so they're pretty happy clearing through the map between this and the Lina. A lot of farm capability. Shard to the Muerta, not going to change much here.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yuma going to show mid, potentially get jumped.
Pulls the creep way back. He did have Warcry on cooldown, so couldn't even potentially use it before the jump landed. Arena on 3, though. Leshrac TPing in with a Supernova on out as well. They can keep these heroes in this position. They might have a clearance to get a lot of kills, but they couldn't. Once again, the Supernova does not explode in time to catch any of these heroes. Everybody gets out.
Just literally walking it off right now.
How is this going so badly for Heroic?
Radiant's middle tower is
They're just
under
not prepared for these jumps. The combinations are going off staggered. People are walking it off. There's some sustain from the Dazzle. There's a mech on the Darkseer. Decent amount of heal early in this game. You can't lock a single target in an area, control him, let the Sven or the Leshrac do damage. Your lineup's not really killing anybody. And when you start on the Sven, you're taking out half of the damage sources already. They're just going to wail into this tier 2. No glyph available. This tower is gone.
He's got BKB coming out to him, and will go back for a bot. So considering the towers that they've already taken, combine that with the Boots of Travel, BetBoom is going to build a very large gold lead, just purely off of the presence they can have around the map.
Oh, yeah. You just keep lane shove with Darkseer, look for pickoffs with the Riki and the Botson.
I mean, they have no way to stop the Lina. He's literally GPK could just BKB TP out if it's ever needed.
I'm not even sure who's going to be able to really show on lanes here on the side of Heroic. Like, Sven wants to clear Ancients and maybe push out a lane every now and then, but these other heroes showing on a lane are just super susceptible to getting jumped. Another tier 2 going down. No contest here.
Yeah, Heroic just playing on the edges of the map, not even getting that much farm.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Well, I guess the
attack.
question is, does BetBoom do Roshan? How early do they go high ground? Like, they do have a lineup that can contest them later, but I don't think they necessarily should.
They're not the best Roshan killing lineup. Honestly, I think they're just going to keep farming, playing the map, looking for pickoffs, and it's going to be similar to the previous game with the ILS. At some point, this Riki is going to be way too out of control, and the game will just end as a product of taking fights. A 25 to 30 minute mark is when they're going to strike.
Money to burn.
Heroic got to get something done between now and then. Blink Dagger on the Lesh and BKB on Sven. All right, this is go time. You have to make something happen here.
The previous smokes really didn't give them any good openings. This one must land.
And Whisper bought out for the shard, just looking for the double spear here. It's kind of all in on these team fights going well. He has nothing to fall back on. Oh, this ward.
LSA already leading up. Analog in trouble. BKB committed. GPK has an easy kill.
That's just too easy, man. Just walking on a ward into straight burst damage.
And the sentry they laid down doesn't even see the lane ward. A lane ward may expire before they get to it. Lars, now he is in potential. Nice response there from Schofield. Really quick with it on the dead shot.
The whole time, though, GPK's just farming their side of the map with bots available. They're not losing too much out on these plays.
No. And now they will take another tower.
Last tier 2. I mean, these are towers you would want to fight around. You would want to defend. They're great points for the Mars to jump heroes on when you see people hitting your tower. They will smoke again. BetBoom have the read, though. They're just 2 steps ahead. And yeah, that damage is not looking so hot right now.
Radiant are scanning.
Yuma needs to find something.
Dire are scanning.
But this smoke is gonna miss again.
Tower is under attack.
It is painfully obvious that they are smoked up right now with the bottom lane hitting tower, mid pushing into the base.
Going for the mega wrap.
There's not too much time left on this smoke.
I mean, you just God Strength Roche here?
It wears out. They show on a watcher.
Man, Whisper's game is trash, dude. Like,
Tower is under attack.
he went naked, blink, shard to try and catch and fight off of a lane that got sacked, and they haven't gotten a fight in 10 minutes.
Gets the Darkseer inside of the arena.
I mean, this does not look like it.
Dazzle can just walk through the arena walls in spirit form and can silence when it's needed. Pure trying to create a little bit of space. Dodges the Stormhammer initially, still gets hit by it as it can't be disjointed.
That's a big target.
And will end up dying. But GPK putting damage out. The 8 goes off, and with the fear shot, GPK is pushed towards it. Not sure if they can kill it or not. Egg explodes in their faces, hitting 3. They're able to reset. Don't actually lose much for this. Maybe King Jungles. They want to go back at it? No, the Heroic just say it's not possible.
Well, they got the Riki, who took 450 damage from Edict, just ran into it, and then got cleave from the Sven. Not a good fight for Pure, but a good fight for BetBoom as GPK is able to clean up there. And just a very forced initiation from Whisper. I don't think it really set up anything. I guess you took Darkseer out of the fight, but just an isolated jump like that, there's not any initial follow-up. Again, these combinations need to go off together for them to be effective.
Especially if the Dazzle is going to be linkering around to save people. You need people to push forward and kill that Dazzle too.
Nice follow-up on this Riki. Pure, I think, feeling he was going to do more damage to the Lesh than the Lesh was going to do to him, but didn't end up panning out too well. And BetBoom will just go Roche now. They will not deny it.
Learn from Analog's mistakes.
Lessons have been learned in this series, that's for sure. And they'll give Aegis to GPK because he's the true care.
Yeah, that's actually, that kind of tracks.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Schofield, you're going to have to be really quick with the ult, but even then, you're going to get stunned, so. Smoke screen, he tries to TP. Stun not even required.
We're going to Whisper top too. Okay, he gets out. Little tumbler toy action. See if BetBoom want to hit the high ground with this Aegis period. 4 minutes to do it in. Could just let the Lina siege. This is very aggressive.
A little bit. They see the Marcy coming in. They jump straight for it. Got it, the arena on both of them. Now, Pure is able to get out of the walls, thanks to the tricks of the trade. But at least they got something for this. Pure's still sticking around. The rest of the team from Heroic is behind him, but they can't really do much to touch Pure or GPK. They just throw too much damage around too easily.
Aslina's just way too farmed. The Smileys are coming out. The payback tips. BetBoom, they may be going out, but they're going out in style right now. A little smack talk. GPK straight into the high ground. 2 cores dead. What are you going to do about this Lina right now? Got to look for spear backs or something when the cores are going to respawn.
Pulls the creep wave off the tower. Dazzle being disruptive. Whisper's looking for his opening, but Pure, I think he's daring him to go for it. Ghost Scepter. And there's the tricks of the trade to dodge the spear.
He's dead if he doesn't get that off.
Yeah, Pure. He was playing for that Mars. He wanted to outplay him, and he got the opportunity to do so.
They have God Strength in 10. That'll be the time to go. Again, you can look for a spearback. You can look for an arena. BetBoom looking to strike first. They will.
Okay, there goes Schofield. Yuma's going to jump in, though.
What's a good stun?
It was pretty decent. Yuma only gets a few swipes in, though, on some trailing heroes. Now the arena goes out, but Yuma already backed away. The heroes are clumped. Katomi's going to try and save himself, but nice arena. The wall going out with the vacuum is very nice. Meanwhile, Pure is on top of the egg, so that's not going to survive for long. He's got it done. This is looking like...
Yeah, this might be all she wrote. I mean, the mid-game team fighting for this lineup is just insane. You give them this kind of lead, it's so hard to fight into. Yeah, they just call it, man. It'll be a quiet exit from the tournament for Heroic, who just couldn't really get anything together in a lot of these series. And BetBoom, I think they were starting to look better towards the end of this group stage, but they had a rough